Welcome back everybody. So this is gonna be a quick update video for you guys on stock market to get you prepared for next week going into Tuesday's session. And before we get started, please hit that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now if you want to get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, and 3 days of live trading in my Discord, check out the Patreon, and that link will be down below in the description. And now let's get right into it. Dow is absolutely flat on the day. Nasdaq up slightly 0.19%, S&P up 0.17%, and Russell going up almost 1%, 0.93% on Friday. And here's 11 sectors that makes up S&P 500. On top, what we got: healthcare, consumer defensive, basic materials, industrials, utilities, financial, real estate, energy, and then on bottom we got consumer cyclical, technology, communication services, and energy. Now week to date performance right here on top, we got communication services on top led by Meta and Google, and then we got basic materials, energy, healthcare, industrials, and you would think that this rally actually led by technology. Absolutely not. All the way here on bottom, and then we got utilities and real estate lagging behind for last week. So what do we have here on stock market map? Amazon down 0.27%, Tesla going down 0.77%, and look at right here, guys. Nike with some bad guidance down 11 to 12%, and then we got Meta going down 0.20%. Entertainment right here, Netflix and Disney down 1%, Google going up 0.65%, Nvidia down 0.33%, Microsoft going up slightly 0.28%, and Apple down 0.5%. And look at this regional banks right here, all are actually in the green, and that led to a massive rally on Russell 2000. And here's my X account, and if you're on there, definitely give me a follow. And I do post a lot of things right here on X, and there is no subscription or anything you gotta pay for. It's totally free, guys. Now let's have a look at some charts right here. BPNDX, look at this one here. RSI at 79 almost, and it's been weeks, it's not coming off. So staying overbought for 3-4 weeks, and that means one thing going into especially next year, when all the big boys are coming back here in this market from vacation, guess what? You could see a rug pull here in this market. Now, fear and greed index, it was actually coming off just a tiny bit on Wednesday, but with that rally on Thursday and follow through on Friday, back up to extreme greed, reading at 77 as of Friday. Now, BPSPX, you can see also right here, RSI again extremely overbought, 87.14, and we got no signs of any pullback here in this market. Now this is interesting right here. You can see now from last week it was 51.3, now 52, almost 53% are bullish here in this market. And look at the bears, nowhere to be found, right? And that means one thing, more and more people are getting bullish here in this market, and that means one thing: pullback is right around the corner, and that might be coming early as next month, which is only 1 to 2 weeks away from next week. So before we get started right here, I want to wish you guys a very happy Merry Christmas and happy holidays and Happy New Year to you guys all, and thank you for all the love and support here, especially for the last 3 years. Now here on SPY ETF, it's up 0.20%, but something is similar right here. You can see we got a bearish engulfing candle, and then we got a rally, and then we got a doji here yesterday, Friday, and we got a similar pattern right here. You can see we got a bearish engulfing candle, we got a rally, and then a doji here, and then we saw a big gap down, and that led to a big sell-off all the way down to 409. Now, is that going to happen? I don't think so, but I think there is going to be a pullback, and that is for sure. And things cannot just go up in a straight line for months, and it's been happening for almost 2 months now. Last month and this month, no pullback, nothing. We got a mini pullback, and you can see straight away they're buying the heck out of it here. On Wednesday, we saw a mini pullback and it was gone. The next day, gapped up, and even on Friday, we gapped up, and this thing opened at 473.86, ran up to 475.38. But if you look at my screen, it's struggling right here at 476. So above 476, SPY ETF can go all the way up to 478.35 and possibly up to even 480. Now, going into Tuesday, you want to watch this support right here, rising 5-day moving average 472.28 on a pullback. Because if that gives up, you're going to see a dump off down to this support 467, and this is gonna be a critical level to watch right here, because below that, this thing can come all the way down to 460, and that's gonna be a strong weekly support right here on SPY ETF. So watch out for a pullback, and right here it needs to hold 472.28, if not 467, otherwise it's getting down to 460. And above 476, that is another breakout. You're going to see 478.35, and this is where upper Bollinger Band is sitting, and then possibly getting up to even 480. On triple Q, it's up 0.15%, and this one here holding right here, we saw a mini pullback yesterday and dip was bought up immediately, and now closing above 407, holding rising 5-day moving average as a support, which is sitting at 407 and closing at 408.38. So that is looking bullish going into Tuesday for a move back up to 410, up to even 413 to 414, because this is where upper Bollinger Band is sitting. Now on a pullback, you want to watch 407, 404 right here, and below 404, watch out for a dump off down to 400, and then this gap 398.79. But if you're expecting a big pullback next week, I don't think that is happening. Lots of people are on vacation and they're not coming back until next year. So, I'm expecting a pullback, especially going into 2024. You're not going to see a huge rug pull, especially a short week next week. Monday, market is closed, and then Tuesday we open. It's going to be low volume. So, again, you're going to see algos are trading, and mostly, retail buying and trading 0DTs. So you're not going to see any significant move to the upside or to the downside. I mean, we saw that on Friday's session and Thursday, just chopping, going back and forth and not really going anywhere. And you can see low volume, and there was pretty much nothing going on. So be careful trading in this kind of situation where, big boys are out on vacation and you're, buying here at the top. And guess what? They come back and they take profit. And if you're going long or buying anything right here on top, you might be, getting a big bag right here, buying at this level. So you want to wait for next year and see, what direction market actually picks. Is it going to be to the upside again and things are really getting overbought? Or you're going to see big boys coming back into the market and taking some profit. And we get a decent pullback, a sizable pullback, at least 3 to 5%, maybe even 7%, and that would be a decent entry for you to go long here in this market. Unless the support breaks and we come right back down to this lows right here, then definitely that is something really bad happening in this market. So you got to be really careful and tactical going into next week. We got a short week, only 4 days of trading. On DIA, absolutely flat on the day, and we got a doji indecision candle, and this one also cannot clear 376. We got a bearish engulfing candle, followed by a rally, followed by another doji on Friday. So no decision here is made on DIA, and you can see it's holding 373.39 as a support, 5-day moving average. And soon as that gives up, you're going to see a dump off down to, I would say, 369 to 370, rising 13-day moving average, and below that watch out for 367, and then rising 20-day moving average 365.58. And if you see a deeper pullback, this is going to be the weekly support right here, 363 to the upside. If this thing can hold right here, 373.39 going into Tuesday's session, then watch out for a move and potentially a breakout above 376 will take DIA all the way up to 380. On IWM, it's up 0.93%, and look at this massive move. Again on Friday, we gapped up from 199.82, never came back to the gap, and now closing at 201.48, well above 198 support. So going into Tuesday, guys, you want to watch right here. IWM might be coming down and filling this gap just below 200, and that's going to be a support because now we have rising 5-day moving average sitting at 199.08. So that's going to act as a support. And just below that, we have strong support 198. And only below 198, you could see a dump off down to this gap 193.64. Now, IWM can stay above 198 right here to 200. You're going to see the next stop, and that is 202 to 205.29 to the upside. And that is going to be huge for next week if this thing again gaps up and runs all the way up to 205 and possibly at some point going all the way up to 220 without a pullback. On VIX is down 4.5%, and this is why I called it before that yes, we got a breakout, but this is actually a mini breakout. If this thing actually breaks out above 15, VIX can hold 15, that is going to be the bigger breakout, and then you're going to see 5 to 7% pullback here in this market. And this is why I said that, because you can see again Friday down to the support 13, and if this gives up on Tuesday, you're going to see again $12 on VIX, and that's not looking good going into Tuesday. But if this thing actually gets that bounce off of 13, then watch out for the resistance 1361 upper Bollinger Band, and possibly at some point this Bollinger Band expands all the way up to 15, and that is when you're going to see a bigger breakout above 15. And when that happens, you're going to see a massive explosion on VIX to the upside, possibly up to even 18. Now, we talked about it also before in my video that Bollinger Bands are contracting and you're going to see explosive move to the upside. And so far, we got one right here. This thing exploded, got up to right here. You can see almost 15, 14.53, and now it's just getting that pullback. So it might be retesting this mini breakout, and 13 can hold. Then watch out going into next year. You could see a spike all the way back up to 15, and above 15, this is going to be a massive breakout on VIX. On TNX, 10-year going up 0.18%, and this thing's still on a strong downtrend right here, and also holding above daily 200 SMA, and that is sitting right here at 38. So far, we got a bounce multiple times off of this 38 level, and now trading at 39, so watch out for a move. And this thing is also getting really oversold, so if we get some sort of a move back up to the upside, watch out for this breakout above, I would say above 41 right here to be exact. This is where we got rejected before, so that should be a strong resistance right here. And if we can clear 41, then watch out for a move possibly all the way up to 43 to even 43.71, and that should bring the market down. Now below 38, we have strong support and lower Bollinger Band sitting right here, so I don't think this one going below 38 unless there is really some bad catalyst for it, something out of J. Powell again. Then you're going to see a dump off down to this low right here, 35.70, and that's gonna be another strong support on TNX. On dollar, it's down 0.13%. Now, if you look at this trend right here, you can see clearly it's on a strong downtrend. So this downtrend will end if this thing can actually get above, I would say 103.58 right here. Now also right now it's getting really oversold. You can see on Friday getting a bounce off of this lower Bollinger Band right here, 101.39, and now trading at 101.71. So going into Tuesday, dollar here needs to get above 102, declining 5-day moving average right here. Once we get above 102, then watch out for a move up to this resistance right here, 103, and the real breakout will happen above 103.58. To the downside, watch out for the support 101.39, and then we might be coming all the way down to flat 100. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching.